Sorry about that. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Dragon's Lair. Today, I'm going to do a video on the GI Joe file cards and show the GI Joe collectors how I keep track of them and everything. So I'm only going to do one notebook at the moment, and this is the 82 to 86 file cards. And I keep them in a photo album with photo pages. So I came up with the idea of talking about my file cards when I did the 82 and 83 and 84 video showing you the different showing you the figures. So I figured I'll show you. Okay, let's see, how am I going to do this without the glare of the photo album. Here it is. Oh, and that's probably Duke's file card trying to get away. Yep. Sorry about that. Some of the pages don't stick anymore. And what I do... Here. Let's do it this way. What I do is I print out an individual type file card showing you who are all the file cards, who are all the people that should be in this file card set. So in Scarlet and Snake Eyes are first. And then you got Breaker, Rock and Roll, and Ranger, or the Stalker. Then you got Flash, Short Fuse, Bazooka. These are the 82s, by the way. And then you got Hawk, who's trying to escape. Here, let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. So you got Steelers, Clutches, and Hawks. So to show you the difference on the backs is that the original 82s just had the Hasbro logo. And then from 83 on, I think until about 87, they said, 83 said new with swivel arm battle grip, but all the other ones said with swivel arm battle grip. And so there's Snake Eyes, Scarlets, and yes, these are I have purchased extra file cards because I do keep the file cards in the cases that are on the wall for the 82s. So I have duplicate file cards. And then these are all the people that should be in there. So. And there's only 3 that I'm missing from 82. Which is the Redback file cards from the Cobra Trooper, Cobra Officer, and Cobra Commander from the Missile Command Center, the Redbacks. And then this is the mail-away one. And then the extra spot down here, this is to show you Series 1. See, on here, as I talked about in my video 1 for GI Joe that I posted, see, Series Alpha 1982. This is the series that started it all. There is 16 original figures. So, Series, so 1983. So 1983 to me is Series 1. Because then there's the 1.5s. And then the new troop, and then the mail away, Major Blood and Duke. So Scarlet. So, and then see here that says with swivel arm battle grip. Some of them said new with swivel arm battle grip. And I don't know where I got this figure from, this file card. I think this is one of my original file cards, because I've had to replace a few of them. But she was expensive for 1983. $3.99. It was almost the price of two figures. I am missing Steelers 1.5, and what I've done, and Hawks 1.5. So what I've done, I've made copies and used them as placeholders. Or if I don't have copies, I usually write the name in the photo album of who's this spot supposed to be. And I didn't do that for these because I know exactly which three I'm missing from 82. See, here's the store-bought Cobra Commander. And to me, the file cards are just as important to the figures as their accessories, because it gives them, you have their personalities more or less on these. And here's Duke, mail-away Duke. White back, it's a little stained, but mail-away Duke. And I've been told that the mail-away Major Blood didn't have a red back, but both of my special edition, Major Bloods have red backs. Because this is the one that I got with the mail-away mail-away Major Blood. Can't believe I forgot his name, and his name's right there on the file card. So, see, then there's Ace, CoverGirl, Wild Bill. And I got to tell you something about Wild Bill. I know Ron Rudak designed most of the figures, and Larry Hama wrote most of the file cards. But to me, Larry Hama appeared on an episode of MASH during the Potter and Winchester era. Oh no, it's Frank. It was before Winchester. It was a Potter and Honeycutt and Frank era. So it was between, what, 76, 77? So, but to me, Wild Bill, if anybody watches MASH still, or watched MASH, Wild Bill always reminded me of Cowboy, the helicopter pilot. And I don't know if that's because Ron Rudak and Larry Hammond is because of them, or is it just a coincidence? I'm also missing Grandslam version 2's file card. So there's those. Then there's these. And this is my first file card, because my first figure. And when I was a kid, when I got this, I read it so much that I actually memorized the file card. And then there's Gung Ho, Doc, Destro, Viper Pilot I'm missing. And then there's the regular Major Blood. See? The blister package of Major Blood. And then here's Series 2, 1984, So when I'm talking to other G.I. Joe collectors, I say the year instead of the series. To me, it's easier that way, but my brother has grown up. My brother's 16 years younger than me, so he grew up with the 90s G.I. Joes. But he grew up with my numbering system and stuff, so. And there's the blister pack Duke. See? So. Then there's these three. And the shark. I think I got the shark for a Christmas present. So, and it sounds like okay, sorry about that. I had to pause the video for a second. But as I was saying, I think I got the shark late in 83 or 84. Yeah, 84. Sorry, in 84, because my first my first 84 vehicle was the Vamp Mark II, and I got that on my birthday in January. And I think they had just come out. My mom saw it on the shelf, so she picked it up for me. Because she knew how much I liked the green one, so she figured, hey, the brown one would be cool. And it was. I like the brown one. I like the Vamps. Vamps are cool. Thunder, Roadblock, Clutch. Then there's Firefly, Scrap Iron, Cobra Ninja, Watermock, the Copperhead, Wild Weasel, and the Zartan file card with the paranoid schizophrenia saying on it. So I have one of the first, I think it's the first file cards. These were the ones that were recalled or stopped being produced and rewritten. And then Hooded Cobra Commander's file card. So, oops, sorry about that. These old pages don't stick too often anymore, especially when I'm lifting them up and pulling them out to show. So, but I've been doing this for decades now, so I'm not going to change how I do my file cards. So, and then here's Series 3, 1985, and I don't know what happened to my Bazooka file card, so I had to replace it, and the one I replaced it with was a gray one. But here's all the, and the only one I'm missing from 1985 is Keel Halls. I am missing that one. And then here's the Mail Away Sergeant Slaughter. And then there's the copy of the tripwires from the Listen and Play or Fun. Yeah, I think it's Listen and Play. And then the Dreadnoks. And then the Frogmans. That one I did get as a gray one. Because I didn't have eels until 86. But I did get these. I think were one of the coolest sets because you got two figures at the same time and their file cards the same. So I mean it's cool. And then the Crimson Guard. And then here is Series 4 for me, 1986. So you got Hawk. I'm missing Roadblock. I don't know how I'm missing Roadblock. I don't know how I'm missing some of these cards. I usually kept very good track of them. But then here's Mainframe, Dial Tone, Wetsuit, Leatherneck, Iceberg, Sci-Fi, Lifeline, Slipstream, Lift Ticket, Cross Country, Beachhead, Sergeant Slaughter, Lowlight, Xandar, Zorana, Monkey Wrench. I think, yeah, I'm missing Motor Viper's file card. And the Bats, Avax, and then Claymores, the special mission Brazils. So, Redbacks. He was a brown back. I don't know why, but he didn't have the Redback when I cut his file card out. But the other guys had red. Oh, come on. See? The other ones had the red back. So that's it. That is the file cards from 82 to 86. So then I think it's 87 to I think 89 maybe. But those will come later. So I hope for people that are wanting to figure out what to do with file cards, it does take up a lot of room because you'll need more than one folder. But if you put them on your shelf like this, then you know what file cards are there and stuff, and then you can just look through the file cards and know, and then you also know who's missing and what's not missing. I need the type. I have a little black or a little brown book of every missing thing of G.I. Joe from vintage and second gen and partial modern, but not much of the modern. And I haven't even started keeping track of the retro stuff because I've only gotten a few of the retro things. But other than that, I've always kept my file cards like that, and I keep my blueprints in a notebook too, and they're kept in those sheet protectors. Excuse me. So, but yeah, no, I keep them in those sheet protectors, and they're in notebooks, and they're in year order also. So, thank you for watching. If you have any of the missing file cards and like to trade or give a reasonable price on selling them, I'll put a link down. I'll put my email down below. Other than that, check out my other videos. Subscribe. Come back because I'm going to be doing other videos. Maybe this week. So, thank you and enjoy.